Reece James gets robbed whilst he's playing a game for Chelsea. That's crazy, right? Let's get into it. Welcome to the channel, Bradoki. I am glad you're back. Yesterday's chat video went absolutely crazy. You lot loved it. The comments went absolutely berserk. Positivity. Great analysis, Alex. Fantastic, Alex. I really love that. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. In today's video, we're going to dive in deeper. I'm going to give you guys my default 11 to fix the issue against Little T. So stay tuned for that. And of course, we're going to talk about the Reece James incident. What happened to him should not be happening to anyone, but it's life. Things happen and we need to talk about it. But you guys already know the drill, you know the pattern, you know the routine. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's aim for 300 likes on this video. A lot of you are gonna like my team. I'm really excited to show it to you. But before that, let's get on to the pressing matter of Reece James. Look, peeps, what happened to Reece James happens on a daily basis, and sadly, this is the world that we live in. Not everyone's nice, not everything is strawberry and rainbows. And most importantly, there are some evil people in this world. And I think before we start judging the whole situation from head to toe, I think we need to appreciate that Reece's family is safe, nobody got hurt, and the things that he lost are materialistic goods. That's the most important part. Reece can replace what he lost, but his family is safe, and that's always the most important thing. If you weren't aware of what happened, whilst Reece was playing for Chelsea against Zenit St. Petersburg, his house was robbed. They broke into his house, he put up the CCTV footage on his Instagram and put on a message on. And the message went along the lines of this. I'm not gonna read it out, you guys can read it, it's already on the screen. He basically got robbed for his runners-up medal, he got robbed for his Champions League, and he got robbed for his Super Cup medals. They took a safe, they parked it in the car. This was a premeditated attack. It's evident. Like Reece says, he's one of those smart people and he did not keep jewellery in the household. Look, when you're in the public eye, the way Reece James, the way these football players are, everyone knows you have money. Some people are absolute pricks. There's no other way to word it, alright? They actively will go to rob you because they want that quick fix. They're not good people, right? They will be judged, and in my opinion, it's not the right way to live. Everyone always says, get it how you live. But you know what? For me, this is wrong. I wish Reece James all the recovery. I hope God gives him more. I hope he gets a lot more than he lost. I hope it doubles and triples, because he's a good person and does good things for local charities, and he does so much off the pitch that it absolutely destroys what he does on the pitch. That's how great of a human being he is. But the most important thing is, like I already said, his family's safe and nothing else matters. As long as your family's safe, all those other materialistic things he can replace. He's a champion to us. I hope he's fine. I hope this video goes out to him. I hope he sees it. Reece, you'll be fine. Like, you don't need those medals. You'll always be a champion to us, and you'll always be a champion to yourself. We know that. But the main thing is your family. But we're gonna move on to more pressing and more important matters, right? Something that we're going to be talking about that's going to brighten up the spirits, because part of the reason why I'm here is to put you guys a smile on all your faces, right? That's the most important thing. So the formation I'm going to go for is a 4-2-2-2. Yes, a 4-2-2-2. And let's start with the forward, working our way down. Let's get into it. You guys already know the drill. You guys already know what I'm going to do. Romelu Lukaku is the striker that we're going to have to choose. Instead of getting Lukaku dependencia, we need to be covering him with support, goals, and structure. Romelu Lukaku is on the right-hand side. I think the false nine, they'll be battling out between Timo Werner, who's going to be doing very good runs and supporting him, and he has had a tremendous success with a big man up top with Poulsen. Lukaku has had tremendous success with a second striker next to him in the one and only Lautaro Martinez. But for me, it has to be Kai Havertz. His ingenuity on the ball, his creative freedom, and his ability to get a goal, he is the right choice for me. On the right-hand side, this position needs to be battled out between Hakim Ziyech and Mason Mount. And the reason I say it's one of those two is because they are the ones that are going to be on the right hand side. I would personally go with Hakim Ziyech. I think his left foot is wondrous, and I think he could create a lot more opportunities, and he'd be cooking for Lukaku and Havertz to be scoring a ton of goals. But that's my personal preference, and please remember, just because Mason Mount's on the bench doesn't mean he cannot have an impact or be rotated into the side. For me, this is the default 11. At this moment in time on that left wing, and this is the important part, the left wing is an interesting one for me. I think we've got two players that are going to be fighting out for that position, and that would be between Christian Pulisic, who is very good at dribbling, who's a very good archetype of a player that's going to be getting into the box and on the end of things from Hakim Ziyech. But I think Callum Hudson-Odoi has the highest ceiling. I think Callum Hudson-Odoi is the better player at this moment in time. And I think he just needs an opportunity and a run of games. So personally, I would opt for Callum Hudson-Odoi. But if you say Christian Pulisic, you're not wrong. In the midfield, on the right-hand side, I would go for NG. NG and N'Golo Kante is phenomenal. I think in a team where you're playing with two in the midfield, as we currently are, I think it is very, very important that you have someone of N'Golo Kante's prowess, his identity, one that can play two different positions at the same time, super athletic, super strong in the challenge, and most importantly, gets rid of the ball quickly. NG is fantastic at that, and he would be my first choice. For me, he's the only world-class player we have in our team. Partnering him? Who else? Who else apart from the GOAT, the one and the only, Jorginho? Look, I think Jorginho is criminally underrated. I think Jorginho is one of those players that when he leaves Chelsea, we're going to love him even more than we do right now. The guy's got tremendous passing range, he's got tremendous tenacity, and his reading of the game is second to none. Evidently, one of the most important players that we have at this club, and most importantly, he's the one that gives us a foundation, a base to build off. So that looks like a very solid midfield and a solid attack. Now the difficult choices for me come in. Whilst Azpilicueta is a phenomenal captain, leader, legend, yes, I said it, he's a legend, I think it's important to appreciate who Reece James is. Reece James is a phenomenal cap. Reece James is a young player that will only get better with age. Look at the trajectory of his career at this moment in time. Phenomenal crosser of the ball, very neat in possession, getting better at the defensive aspect of the game, comfortable in tight areas with the ball. That's another thing that's very important and gets underestimated. I think Reece has to have that spot. The first centre-half position on the right-hand side for me personally has to go to Andreas Christensen. I think he is the best centre-back we have at the club. I know a lot of you are going to get angry. I know a lot of you are going to say, are you crazy? I think he is the most complete centre-half we have. He has become a brute force. He has become someone that your girl tells you about that you have to be scared of. And most importantly, his ball playing ability is second to none. Like, he comes out, he's comfortable stepping into midfield, literally winning everything in the air, battling. He's become a lot stronger, matured into a fantastic centre-half, one that we need to keep for years. I think we need to go with a little bit of experience, and the experience next to him would be Thiago Silva. I think this was the passing range, the ingenuity, the ability to lead a line, and I think that's the important part here. We need a leader. Thiago's got that in him. And I think Antonio Rudiger could feel hard done by for being left out of this team. I genuinely would not be against Thiago and Rudiger, or Christensen and Rudiger. But personally for me, I love Thiago Silva. I think he's phenomenal. And in a default game, one-off game, I'm trusting him over anybody in this team, just purely based on reputation and never letting me down. Then you start focusing at the left back. And the left back is where it's interesting because there's one winner. There's only one winner, but Tuchel doesn't see it like. Marcos Alonso gets a lot of criticism from all of us for his left-back ability, but he's great going forward and legend. I don't see it. I don't understand it. For me, Ben Chilwell is the clear winner, and I don't even rate Ben Chilwell that highly. So for me, Ben has to start. Ben is the top creme de la creme at this moment in time. Out at Chelsea, Emerson Palmieri is gone. So we're opting for Ben. Then we start looking at the one and only goalkeeper, and it's an easy decision. We spoke about why Benjamin Mendy is arguably close to being world class. A very good player, a good individualistic player that brings confidence and calmness to the defense. And for me, he's the man, he's the one that I would want to have in goal. But this is my team, and I hope you don't agree with it. If you don't, hit me up in the comments below. You guys already know the deal, and I know a lot of you are going to have issues with it because there are notable apps. There are Mateo Kovacic never made the team. Antonio Rudiger never made the team. Mason Mount, Timo Werner never made the team. Christian Pulisic, I know a lot of you love him, but I think it's time we build the team in a more balanced fashion. It doesn't have to be the best players play. I think we need creativity, and our forward line will. But guys, this is my team. I want to hear your team. I want you guys to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel because it goes a long way. Thank you for yesterday. If you lot haven't seen my analysis yesterday of the creative issues at Chelsea and me deciphering it segment by segment, make sure you guys go check it out. A lot of people loved it, and I think you will as well. So peace out. I'm out. Bye.